Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. So for today's video, I'm finally going to be showing you guys my absolute current favourite go-to makeup products because I feel like I really need to speak about them because I feel like I've really got my current favourites completely locked down. So I have them all here, so you're probably going to see a couple of them anyway. But yeah, let's just get into this and let me just talk about it because I feel like I really need to. So I'm going to go in order of how I do my makeup. So currently my favourite primer at the minute is the Hydra Fix primer from XX Revolution. Now I love this primer. It's got like a tacky base to it, but it feels really hydrating. But I also feel like it makes my makeup last longer because it has that like tacky finish to it. I really like it. It comes with a pump. Mine looks disgusting, by the way, so I'm actually going to put that lid back on because nobody wants to see that. But yeah, I really love this product and I'm really glad that I tried it. I've literally naturally used pretty much most of it up. There's still quite a lot left in it, but yeah, to say that naturally I've pretty much used almost all of it up, I feel like says a lot about this product because I have a lot of primers in my collection and this is the one that I very often gravitate towards, especially when I know I want my makeup to last. So then next, usually I would do brows, but I actually don't have a current absolute favourite brow product, although I have very quickly realised I much prefer brow pencils. So now I'm just on the hunt for like my favourite brow pencil of all time. But after that I would usually do foundation, and hands down this has been my favourite foundation ever since purchasing it. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I love this foundation. It's very much a full coverage foundation, but when I tell you that this lasts all day, like I barely even have to touch this up. I wore this for I couldn't even tell you how many hours and I didn't even look oily. I did not touch up once. It didn't break up funny or anything like that, and honestly the longer I wore it the better it looked. Like it looked more like skin the longer I wore it, because obviously like my oils, my natural oils was coming through and making my skin look more like skin. But yeah, this foundation just honestly it looks amazing on the skin and it is very full coverage. So if you're much more of a natural kind of makeup person, you probably wouldn't like this, but if you are a full coverage bitch like me, you will love this foundation. I just love it so much. It wears so well on my oily skin. So after foundation is concealer. Now, just before I mention this product, I just want to say that I do not support this brand at all anymore, and the sole reason I'm even mentioning it in this video is because I want you guys to give me recommendations of other concealers that are maybe similar to this one, because this is the only one that I have used that doesn't crease under my eyes really badly. Like, to be fair, it barely ever creases at all, and when I set it down with the powder that is obviously in here, it's just foolproof. So no hate, please, no hate. I brought this literally ages ago, so no hate. But it is the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. Like I've said, this just doesn't crease on me at all. I really like the doe foot on it. I swore this used to have a scent, but it doesn't have a scent now. The packaging does kind of do my head in a little bit. I'm not even going to do a close-up of this concealer because, like I said, I don't really want to bring any focus to the brand. And like I said, the only reason that I am mentioning this is because I would love for you guys to leave me some suggestions down below of concealers that are similar to this. So please, no hate. I don't support Jeffree Star anymore and I won't be repurchasing this, which is why I need you guys to give me some suggestions, please. So then onto powder, which I'm so glad I brought this powder. It is the Fenty Beauty, what is this powder called? The Pro Filter Powder. Not only is the packaging just adorable, but the actual powder has a very slight, it is very slight, vanilla-y, like cake kind of a smell, and I love the smell of this powder. It is amazing. But other than that, obviously, I love it for the longevity of this. So when I set my face with this, especially my under eyes, my makeup isn't budging. Like, it's literally set in place, it's not gonna move, and it's gonna stay looking flawless, which is why I absolutely love this powder, and I'm going to keep repurchasing this. But to be fair, I've used this a lot and there's still a ton of product in here. You do get quite a lot of product in here. You get 28 grams worth of product, so obviously that's a lot. But yeah, I love this powder, and 100% I will be repurchasing it. But this powder with the Charlotte Tilbury foundation and the Jeffree Star concealer is honestly foolproof. They won't budge all day. And then if all else fails with those products, which it won't, but if it does, my favourite setting spray is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This setting spray is amazing. I've not used a setting spray like it. It doesn't make my skin look any more like dewy or anything like that, but this locks my makeup down. I've not had a setting spray like it. Like, quite literally, it feels kind of a little bit sticky. Like, I can't even explain it. When I sprayed it on my face, I got like a little bit fell on my arm, and my arm felt like a little bit sticky, and then once it dried I couldn't feel it at all. But it really did just lock my makeup in place. Nothing was moving. My oils didn't come through and break stuff up weird or anything like that. I love this setting spray, and I think it is a little bit pricey, but I don't mind paying the price if it works, and I love this setting spray. It is honestly my favourite, and I'm so glad that I found it. So then on to bronzer. And now, if you guys watch my 100 uses project, you guys will already know about this, but my favourite bronzer is the Hoola Light bronzer from Benefit, which is really shocking to me because I've had this in my collection for, no joke, years and never really used it. But now that I'm using it like every day, it is literally the perfect shade for me. It is perfect. It's like warm enough to still be like a bronzer, but it's not too dark and too intense, and you can like build it up, but it doesn't really go insane because it is such a pale shade. I love this bronzer so much. And also, by the way, I don't know if anyone else uses these brushes, but I still use the brush that you get in the packaging, and I just literally use it to make that like straight-ish line, and then I go in with another brush to kind of blend it out and diffuse it out and make it look nice. But that just really helps me keep my bronzer exactly where I want it, and I love this. I'm so glad I put it in my 100 uses project, because if not, I wouldn't have known that this was like my favourite bronzer. If you want to see that project, I'll leave it linked in the eye. I don't know whether it's here or here. I don't know where it links, but yeah. If you want to see that project, and stay up to date with that, then make sure you watch the playlist. Onto my absolute favourite makeup step. It's blush, and the blush that has absolutely stole my heart at the minute is the EX1 blush in the shade Pretty in Peach. I really like the packaging for this. It's like a screw-on lid, but it's really compact and I love it. So this blush is a very peachy shade. It has a few tiny little shimmer particles in the blush, which makes it look that little bit more dewy. But honestly, when I tell you it's like the tiniest amount, it's not dewy by any means. It just adds a little something to your cheeks, but for the most part it's matte, and it's the shade of this blush is beautiful. It's peachy enough that, you know, it looks like you've got that like sun-kissed look, but it's not too dark, which I feel like it is very easy to go overboard with blush, especially when you're as pale as me. This blush, I just love it so much, and I never have that problem. So then for highlighter, and I know people aren't as excited about highlighter anymore, but I still love highlighter, and I'm glad I brought this one because I almost didn't. So I purchased the Anastasia Beverly Hills Iced Out highlighter, and I brought it because it was a very pale looking highlighter, which I love, but it had like a golden shift to it, which I don't know if you can see that from all the way back here, but the highlighter has like a gold shift to it, and I quite like a champagne-y, goldy coloured highlighter, but it's sometimes hard for me to get that look without it being too dark and leaving a cast. So I brought this out of the hopes that it would work for me, and it definitely does. It doesn't leave me with a cast. It's beautiful. It's a little bit glittery, but I really, really like that. And it makes my skin look wet. I love this highlighter so much. And the packaging is so just adorable. I love it. So bougie. And yeah, as you guys can see, the dip that I made in it is insane. I always just focus on one corner because I'm bizarre like that and I want to keep the highlighter intact. But yeah, I love this highlighter and I'm so glad that I use it. I literally used it one time to go out and I have not used a different highlighter since, when I go to like occasions or anything like that, like birthday parties and, you know, stuff like that. So then I do have one more highlighter to talk about, but this is for inner corner and brow bone, because I'm very picky when it comes to the highlighter that I put in my inner corner and my brow bone. So the highlighter that honestly is the only one I use for that is the Ofra and Nikki Tutorials Glazed Donut highlighter. Now I don't support Ofra anymore, I don't buy from them anymore, but this highlighter is going to last me a lifetime, especially because I only use it on my inner corner and my brow bone. It's such a small area, but this is such a beaming highlighter. Like I can't use it as an actual highlighter because it is just way too intense, but as an inner corner and brow bone highlighter where you really want it to pop, it is brilliant for that. And as you can see, I've hit massive pan on this, so I use this all the time. So I never mentioned a eyeshadow palette, and that is purely because it kind of depends on how I'm feeling, and honestly lately I really haven't been doing a lot of my eyeshadow at all. So yeah, I don't really have a favourite eyeshadow at the minute, so I didn't want to put something in just for the sake of it. I also don't have a lipstick in here because I've been using my Project Pan lipsticks and my 100 Uses Project lipstick, so I've not really been venturing out a whole bunch with my lipsticks and I haven't purchased any new ones, so that's why none of those have been mentioned in this video. But the last favourite product of mine is honestly one that I've loved for ages. So it's a mascara, so it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's the Soap & Glory Thick and Fast mascara. You literally get these in gift sets. The Soap & Glory gift sets, you pretty much always get one of these, and I'm so glad that they put these in because I love them. I just love the way it makes my eyelashes look. It gives them length, it gives them volume. It's not too clumpy, but it's clumpy enough to where I like it. It's quite a wet formula at first, but I do feel like it dries out fairly quickly, and then you know, you get your few months of use out of it because you're supposed to throw your mascaras away after 6 months anyway. I just love this mascara and I always have. I don't know why I try other mascaras, because the one thing I like about this is that it doesn't transfer. All mascaras transfer down on me and make me look like I have big black eyes. So I don't know why I even bother trying new ones, because I know I like this one. So why do I keep venturing out? Because I like this one. This is my mascara. So yeah, I love this, and honestly I just need to stop trying new ones because I don't think I'm ever going to find anything that I like more than this. So those were all of my current absolute favourite makeup products. I've been meaning to film this video for a long time because these have been my kind of staple products for a long time now. I very rarely venture out from this. If I've got a party to go to, or I'm going out, or I just need my makeup to last all day, this is literally the makeup I use, and I don't use anything else. So yeah, this video has been a long time coming, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your staple products are, because I would love to know. And please leave me some concealer suggestions down below in the comments, because I need a new concealer. Like, once that Jeffree Star one runs out, I don't know what I'm going to do, because the concealers in my collection that I have are just not really my favourites, and none of them wear very well on me. So leave some suggestions for me to try out, because I would love to try some new ones. Hopefully this video was helpful for you, or you know, you just had a nice time chilling and listening to me talk about makeup. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!